Welcome back, dear students, and Jai Swaminarayan. Today we will start our new chapter, chapter number 11, Human Eye and the Colorful World. Dear student, we know that a human eye is an important organ in our body. With the help of the eye, we can see the beautiful world around us, right? We can see all the things with the help of the our eye. So, how the eye works? In this chapter, we will discuss the structure of the human eye, how the eye works, how the image is formed with the help of the human eye. So, dear student, first of all, how we can see the different object around us. In the previous chapter, we were discussed about the refraction, reflection, and the image is formed by the reflection and the refraction, right? So, when the light is falling on the any object, after reflection or a refraction, the light enters to the our eye, right? And in our eye there one type of the lens is there, and because of this lens the image will be formed in our eye, right? So dear student, if you close your eyes we cannot see the anything around us, right? Or if in a dark room we cannot see the different things in a dark room. So dear student, to see the different object around us, to see the beautiful world around us, we require a light, right? So after the refraction of the light from a human eye, the image will be produced on the eye and we can see the different object around us. So dear student, in this chapter we will understand what is the structure of the human eye, how the human eye works, right? How the image will be produced in the human eye and how we can see the different object around us. Meanwhile, refraction of the light is very important, and because of the refraction we understand more detail in this chapter, colorful world. Some several natural phenomena occurring around us we can understand, like a formation of the rainbow, how the rainbow forms, color of why the color of the sky is a blue, right? Why the color of the sky is a reddish yellow at the sunset and a sunrise, right? This all the type of the natural phenomena we will discuss in this chapter. So dear student, human eye, starting with the human eye. Human eye is a natural optical instrument which used to form an image. So dear student, let us start with the human eye and the structure of the human eye. So first point is, draw the structure of the human eye and explain the working of the each part of the human eye. So dear student, look at the picture. This picture is a structure of the human eye, or we can say that the eyeball, right? Human eye is a one type of the eyeball in a circular diaphragm, right? So in this human eye, first part is a cornea, from which the light after reflection or a refraction the light is entered through the cornea. Then another part is a iris, right? Another part is a like a lens. This type of the lens is a jelly bean liquid, made up of the jelly bean liquid, and this lens is a type of the convex lens, right? So aqueous humors, crystalline lens, ciliary muscles, retina, and optical nerves, and vitreous muscles or vitreous humors, right? So all the part of the human eye we can see internal structure of the human eye. So the question that will be asked in your examination, like draw the structure of the human eye and explain the working of the human eye, or explain the function of the each part of the human eye, right? So let us discuss the working of the human eye, how the human eye works. So dear student, we know that after reflection or refraction, the light from the any object entering to the human eye and the image will be produced on the retina of the human eye. And due to this retina has a several light sensitive cells, and this converts the electrical signal into the optical signal into the electrical signal, and this signal is passes through the brain processing these signals and produce the image formed by the object, right? So dear student, let us start with the function of the each part of the eye, right, and working of the human eye. So first of all, what do you mean by the human eye? The human eye is the sense organ, very sensitive organ, which help us to see the colorful world around us, right? So human eye is a sensitive organ in our body which sense the light entering onto the organ, right? So the human eye is a sense organ which help us to see the colorful world around us. So human is the sensitive organ which sense the visible light, right? We can see only the visible light around us, which produce the sensation in our body while the light is entering into the our human eye, right? So the human eye is the sense organ which help us to see the colorful world around us, beautiful world around us. So what is the structure of the human eye, right? The human eye is like a camera. The working of the human eye is like a camera. The human eye, it's a lens system, forms an image on a light sensitive screen called the retina. So dear student, what is the retina? So in the human eye, there is a light sensitive screen at the back of the human eye, that is called the retina. So what is the retina? A retina is a light sensitive screen in the human eye is called the retina, right? So human eye works like a camera. It has a lens system to form an image and a light sensitive screen called the retina. So here the eyeball is almost a spherical in a shape with a diameter about a 2.3 centimeter. So the structure of the human eye is almost spherical in a shape, right, which has a diameter of a 2.3 centimeter, right? So the diameter of this almost spherical structure is about a 2.3 centimeter. So dear student, first of all, the light enters to the eye through a transparent membrane called the cornea. So first part of the light, outermost part of the light is called the cornea, and the light is entered through the cornea, right? So the light enters the eye through a transparent membrane called the cornea. So this part of the light is considered as a cornea, from which the light is enters to the eye. Behind the cornea is the muscular diaphragm called the iris, which has an opening called pupil, right? So muscular diaphragm behind the cornea is called the iris, and it is open at the pupil, right? It is open at the pupil. On the inner side of the muscular diaphragm is a open, right? And the pupil controls the amount of the light entering the eye. So what is the function of the iris, right, and the pupil? So iris and the pupil that controls the amount of the light entering to the eye, right? So what is the function of the cornea? Cornea is the outermost transparent membrane of the eye, and which enables to enter the light into the eye. Now after this, behind this cornea there is a muscular diaphragm is called the iris. So iris, the muscular diaphragm in the eye behind the cornea is called the iris, and which is open at the which has an opening called the pupil. The opening of the iris, this opening of the iris is called the pupil, and the pupil controls the amount of the light entering to the eye. So dear student, what is the function of the pupil? The pupil controls the amount of the light entering to the eye. Now Next one is the eye lens. The pupil hold the eye lens. The eye lens help us to focus the image of an object on the retina. Right? So this after this pupil, the crystalline lens which is made up of the jelly bean liquid, right? And it is a type of the convex lens. So this crystalline lens help us to focus the image of an object on the retina. So dear student, here the crystalline lens is made up of the jelly bean transparent liquid, right? And it help us to focus the image of the object on the retina. After refraction of the light from this crystalline lens, the image will be formed. The image will be formed on the retina. This crystalline lens is held by the muscles called the ciliary muscles, right? So the crystalline lens can hold by the ciliary muscle. So what is the function of this ciliary muscle? The ciliary muscles help us to change the curvature of the lens, and due to this the focal length of the lens has been changed, right? So the function of the ciliary muscles help us to change the curvature of the lens, and if the curvature of the lens can be changed with the help of the ciliary muscles, the lens becomes a thin or thick, right? The lens becomes a thin or thick with the help of the ciliary muscles, and due to this change in the curvature of the lens, the focal length of the lens will be changed, and due to this we require the focal length of the lens and to form an image on the retina. So here the eye lens, due to this eye lens, the image is formed always on the retina, not above, beyond the retina or not away from the retina. So we must require to form an image on the retina, so that we require to adjust the focal length of the lens, because the object, some objects are near to our eye, some objects are far to our. So when we see the near object, the lens requires some amount of the focal length to form an image on a retina, right? So the eye lens forms a real inverted image of an object on the retina. So when the lights enter from the cornea, it after reflection from the crystalline lens, the image, real and inverted image form on the retina. So retina has a light sensitive cells. There are two types of the light sensitive cells, rods and the cones. So retina has a light sensitive cells in the retina, right, produces an electric signal which are carried by the optical nerves to the brain. So here dear student, light retina has a light sensitive cells. There are two types of the cells, rods and the cones. Rod cells, one type of the cells measures the intensity of the light fall on the retina, and other type of the cells, cones, detect the color of the light incident on the retina. So the rods and the cone are the two different types of the light sensitive cell in the retina, which produce the intensity as well as the color of the light, and which produce a electrical signal which detects the intensity and the color of the light and produce the electrical signal. Now this electrical signal then pass through the optical nerves and through to the brain, right? So the electrical signal are carried by the optical nerves to the brain. Now in a brain process the information obtained from the optical nerves. So brain processes this information and send the message to the eye, and then we can see the object. So dear student, understand the working of the eye. Let us revise once again, right? So the structure of the human eye is there, right? So first of all is the outermost diaphragm is called the cornea. The light enters from the cornea and incident on the crystalline lens. Here the crystalline lens is a transparent jelly material, right? And the crystalline lens is of a convex type. So after refraction of the light from this crystalline lens, the image will be formed on the retina. Retina has a two types of the cells, rods and the cones, which detects the intensity of the light as well as the color of the light and generates the electrical signal. This electrical signal is then passed through the optical nerves to the brain, right? Brain processes this signal and transfer a message to the eye. Then and then we can see the object around us. Understand, dear student? So let us summarize all the function of all the parts of the human eye. So we can draw the human eye like this also, right? So a circular diaphragm about a size of the 2.3 centimeter, right? The outermost part of the human eye is called the cornea, right? Behind the cornea there is a muscular diaphragm is called the iris, and this muscular diaphragm is open end of the muscular diaphragm is called the pupil, right? So the pupil, in the pupil the jelly bean like a transparent liquid is there. It is called the crystalline lens, or we can say the lens of the eye, right? Which used to form an image on the retina. So on the back side of the lens, retina is there, right? And retina has the two types of the cell, rod cells and the cone cells, right? So in between these two, vitreous humor is there, and between the cornea and the lens, the aqueous humor will be there, right? So let us see the function of all the parts of the light. So first part is the pupil, right? Pupil open and close in order to regulate and control the amount of the light. So what is the function of the pupil? The function of the pupil is control and regulate the amount of light entering to the eye. So more light cannot enter into light. So look, when we see towards the sun, right, our pupil will be very small. That means the small amount of the light is entering to the eye. Second one is the iris, right? So iris that controls the light level similar to the aperture of the camera. So in the camera we adjust the lens, right, such that it controls the light level. Similarly here the iris controls the light level similar to the aperture of the camera. So iris also controls the level of the light. Second one is the sclera. The outermost part of the eye is called the sclera that protects the outermost coating. Sclera is nothing but the outermost coating of the eye, right? Another part is the cornea. What is the cornea? A thin membrane which provides the 67% of the eye's focusing power, right? So the cornea, what is the function of the cornea? The light is enters through the cornea, right? Most of the light is enters through the cornea. Fifth one is the crystalline lens, right? So crystalline lens, what is the use of the crystalline lens, or what is the function of the crystalline lens? Crystalline lens help us to focus the light into the retina and help us to produce the image on the retina. So which type of the lens is used in our human eye? It is a convex type lens, right? So convex lens is used as a crystalline lens. Crystalline lens here a jelly bean transparent medium. Aqueous humor. So aqueous humor provides the power to the cornea. So here the between the cornea and the eyelens there will be a aqueous humor, and the aqueous humor provides the power to the cornea. And second one is the vitreous humor provides the eye with the form and the shape. So here the vitreous humor between the lens and the retina is there, and it provides the eye with its form and the shape. After that, retina. So what is the function of the retina? Retina is to detect the light entering into the eye. So retina is help us to detect the light enters, to capture the light rays focused by the lens and send a electrical signal to the brain. So the what is the function of the retina? So the function of the retina is capture the light rays focused by the lens, or we can say that the image will be formed on the retina. Retina has two types of the cells, rods and cones, detects the intensity of the light and the color of the light and generates the electrical signal, right, to the brain via the optical nerves. So what is the function of the optical nerves? Optical nerves transmit the electrical signal to the brain and transmit a message from brain to the eye. And last is a ciliary muscles. So the crystalline lens is hold with the help of the ciliary muscle, and ciliary muscles is contract and extend in order to change the lens shape for the focusing, in order to change the radius of curvature of the lens, and hence the focal length of the lens will be changed with the help of the ciliary muscles. So here the ciliary muscles help us to change the focal length of the lens. If the ciliary muscles cannot work properly, the lens cannot become so thin or thick, or we cannot see a far object or a near object by our eyes, and that is called the defect of eyes, that we will discuss in the next video.